Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up for this Wednesday, the 11th of May, 2022, 6:20 p.m. That is Central Time. So as we look at the metal markets, gold's pretty stable tonight. Silver market down a couple of cents, same in copper. But copper's been coming off that 410 area, trying to lift back up. If you look at most of the currencies, a bit lower against the dollar. It was the big CPI day. And as I warned, it was going to be a wild trading day, and it was. If you're a SPDR, ETF, or a futures trader, you're in heaven. There are so many trade setups. The question is, do you have enough cash to do them all? I was writing tonight's market letter, and I think I have 10 recommendations. There's quite a few out there, back and forth. This is what you wait for. And, I'll talk about what we do at the end of this. But interesting times. A bit of a rally in bonds and notes. So what we had was an inflation number, a CPI number that just showed to me, I'm not agreeing with everybody, it just showed a shift. What time are we? Well, we're at the time of the year when you're going to go on airplanes, inflation going up there. You're eating out more, inflation going up there. New cars going up there. Yes, used cars are slipping a little bit. Okay, but I don't know that slipping a little bit is going to take the inflation out when the new car prices are making that up and people are just waiting for these new cars. So things like that is what I'm looking at. I didn't buy into it from the beginning when I saw the number that, we've peaked and we're headed the other way. I think you need more than this report to make that decision. I think a lot of people would agree with that. When you look at the gold market for the week, we're down so far about 1.58%, staying under the 18-week average of closes. We're getting a bounce after making a lower and low today, but where will that bounce carry is going to be the big question. I think that what the market's looking at, if I were a pro trader here, I'm looking at that resistance point from 1886 to 1892. But I want to be certain if you get there, that number one, you keep the embedded slow stochastic reading. So it's already at 17. While I think the market is a sale up 30 cents higher, I don't think it's going to stay embedded that high, so I'd be a bit cautious about that trade. That is not to say you can't get out of the embedded reading, just get up here, stall, and start down again. I still don't see anything friendly gold longer term. When I look at the gold-silver ratio, you can see this market still has plenty of problems. Silver is just not able to gain on the gold. You're fully embedded. I've been telling traders I am bearish this market, and unlike the gold, where the silver sell numbers are coming in, which are a different set of averages than, frankly, I'm showing here. There's one more that I don't show you in this video. That's the one I'll be looking at real hard. Then we get over to the copper, which again, the embedded reading. Embedded readings are so important, you have to learn how to work with them. And the reason is, once momentum locks in, it dictates price. Price doesn't dictate momentum, in my opinion. Some people think that's the case. I'm not buying into that. I've done enough studies on it to realize that it can lead where the momentum is going to start embedding or lose the embedded status. And then when that's lost, it's like you took the cork off a bottle that you shook up. When you lose it, you're going to get the pop in the market. But until it's lost, what it's saying is there's above the market a magical force that caps prices. And that's what I'm looking at still in this particular market. In the platinum market, momentum is getting overbought. Any reading in the slow stochastic over 70 without both numbers going sideways for several days or more, over 80 is overbought. So I'm going to look for this market to run out of momentum if it can get up to the 104 to the 108.3 level, which is the combination of the upper Bollinger Band along with the 100-day average of closes. Overbought, I think you know, and attract new buying money in the market. In the palladium market, it's the flip-flop. You just keep sinking away to new lows here. Now you're about to get a bearish crossover, so you want to keep your eye on this. The 18-day average of closes is just now about 14 cents away, $14 away actually, from the getting under the 200-day average. So we'll see if that's going to happen. I would predict it's going to happen in the next few days. You don't need to get it all done in one day, but the momentum is there to make that drop down. Remember, you're adding lower numbers, getting rid of these, and it's just going to make that moving average drop down. Then we get to the dollar index. Now, the dollar index has a real interesting quandary for traders. You have an embedded reading, which means the market should be well supported and it's still continue to try to run to the upper Bollinger Band. You have an outside day down, which is a pause. Now you got lower highs, lower lows. If today's high is taken out, and that high, in my opinion, what was it, 104.15 and a half, then until you break back through this low, my work would say that you look to see wherever that upper Bollinger Band is, you're on your run for that particular market. Now, if you like the way I talk about this, you're going to like what I do between my spider and my ETF videos in the morning. At 5:30, I start with the futures markets, and I'm giving you the fundamentals, what's happened in Europe, Asia, back to America, the reports of the day. Then we start covering all these markets in great detail. We're going to be covering in the spiders so many different sectors that you can see. And then the futures, we're going to come in and do the same darn thing again. At 9 o'clock is when I begin recording the futures video. So this combination is something that a lot of traders like, they want to see. So if you're looking for ideas from a seasoned pro, you're a spider, an ETF, or a futures guy, I'm showing you right here what one of the packages look like, but the combo is really a powerful package because you get to see it all. How do you find out about both packages? Well, all you'd have to do is go to our website and under the word research, or just follow my finger, move up here, give a click, and away it'll go. So you'll see the icon and that'll take you right there. In the meantime, I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a great trading day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow morning, bright and early, at our morning flash update. Take care.